students, and greetings from Maui. Aloha students and greetings from Maui. I am going to be giving you an overview of our final project guidelines and rubric and giving you some examples of the kinds of things I'm going to be looking for in your final papers. Most of you, if not all of you, have gotten your drafts back from me, and most people did a fantastic job. If you did get points marked down, it's because you didn't address all aspects of the prompt and the rubric, so please be sure to read and do that. So I'm not going to read this entire document to you, but I am going to talk about the things that are really important. You need to demonstrate your mastery in fundamentals of anthropological terms, concepts, and theories. You need to show to me, pretend I am not a PhD in anthropology, so when you write this paper, write it for a lay audience or people that know nothing, and be sure you define and explain the terms and concepts and theories that you chose to analyze for this film. I need you to demonstrate critical thinking skills. This is really important. I do not want a film review or a critique of a film. No matter how brilliantly written, I need you to show me that you are looking at this film through an anthropological lens and analyzing certain aspects of the film, and you're going to write those down to me. The next thing is to demonstrate communication skills. Obviously, most of you are very strong writers in this class, and we don't have a big problem with this, but sometimes brevity is the key to clarity. Short and sweet. I learned that taking journalism. Don't give me long-winded sentence. Tell me what you're trying to analyze in the film, explain it to me in ways I can understand, and give me concrete, clear examples. I don't want abstract thinking where, oh, they talked about kinship, and you move on. I need to know, if you're going to talk about kinship, what's the form, what's the point, why did you choose it in the film, how is it manifested in that film, is it a patrilocal, a bilateral kinship system, is it a patriarchy, matriarchy, all those kinds of things. So be very clear with what you're trying to say. Do not be vague, and also short and sweet and to the point. Okay, so we're all through the milestones, first milestones. The prompt says you need to use key terms, and those are all available in Mind's Edge. You should have been learning them as you've been going along in your readings. Discuss theories, methods, or varying perspectives. And again, you may not be able to address every one of these themes, but include as many as you can, and show me you know the vocabulary, and again, defining it for me. If you talk about enculturation, give me an example of the process, or assimilation, or culture change, which is a key element to this film analysis. It gives you lots of here, anthropology research guide, how to write a thesis statement. They're giving you lots of links here. Please use them. I'm going to go through here, and also really important, you have to have two outside sources. Okay, having the film is one. You need two outside sources. They give you lists. They give you links to the library. They can be from Nat Geo. I need two anthropological sources in addition to your film. That's crucial. So your case study. So let's say I do the film The Descendants. No one has done this film, chosen this film. And if you haven't seen it, it's a very good film by George Clooney set in Hawaii. And for this film, I'd have to a description of the film, so I would describe, basically it's about a land case set in modern-day Hawaii involving the descendants of Hawaiian royalty set in the modern world. So I would obviously get into more detail, and I discuss the specific cultural values, norms, and worldviews. So I would be talking about kinship structure in this film, rites of passage. There's a lot to do with death in this film. I could be talking about political structures, the Hawaiian monarchy versus the U.S. democratic system of land tenure. I'd be talking about lots of different things, but to make sure that I would state that up front. Then I'd connect it to the course. I would use a clear thesis statement to say Matt King is the patriarch of a family that practices bilateral descent. He has a wife and two daughters, blah, blah, blah. So I need to connect that to the materials. Connect your thesis statement, draw upon concepts and ideas. You must include culture change. In the case of Hawaii, a lot has changed. Matt says something as, we're Howley as hell, meaning that he is of Hawaiian ancestry, but he no longer speaks Hawaiian and barely speaks the creolized pidgin English most locals speak, and mostly passes himself off as someone from the West or European, of European ancestry. So that'd be one way. We could look at language in Hawaii, pidgin English. You could look at how burial practices in a canoe, throwing a lei, have ties to the past, but again, set in a modern situation against the Honolulu skyline. Illustrate your concluding observations. You need to show me examples from the film, themes in the film, clearly state those, and be sure to have a conclusion. Several of you did not give me a concluding statement. Conclusion: summarize your findings from this anthropological case study and discuss what you've taken away. I learned more about the Hawaiian land tenure system. I learned about kinship. I looked at this film from a different perspective. I need you to call me if you have any questions, 808-344-0566. I'm here to help. Good luck. A hui ho. Kako. Over and out from Maui.